I learned a lot in this episode, mainly that teachers get given a lot of drugs.
And really weird gifts. We go through some of the really weird gifts and funny teacher stories that we've been sent, as well as some pretty embarrassing confessionals. And we take you through a little walkthrough of our Bluey's World experience. I don't know how you accidentally gift that. Oh, I didn't even think about the
Bathroom floor.
And whipped it out at the parent-teacher interview. So what did the mummy broom say to the baby broom?
I don't know.
It's time to go to sweep. And I don't know if I found that funnier than I should have. Except that I feel like I've been saying that on repeat every night for the last 6 months. Anyway, I might get in trouble for that one later because I banned Sam from doing dad jokes for a while. And I feel like I just re-brought them back. Anyway.
That's a can of worms you just opened.
Sorry, everyone.
But that was bad. I've done some doozies, but that was bad.
All right, well, let's catch up with our yays and nays on that hilarious note.
Questionable.
This week I am yaying, it's kind of just more of a laugh at. For Mother's Day, Sam got me this necklace that has all 3 kids' names on it. And the kids are obsessed with where their names are on the neck, like what order that they're in. So thankfully they're in childbirth order and we can just refer to that. We go to a lot of effort to make sure that the middle child doesn't feel like the middle child. Like you see all the stuff about middle child syndrome and
it doesn't work, but we put in a lot of effort.
Put in a lot of effort and we can see how easily it happens because the first gets everything because they're the first and the last gets everything because they're the last and then the middle does get – it's easy to do. I can see now as a parent how easy it is to do. So he was like really fascinated with how he's the middle one and he's in the middle. And so I said to him, I was like, yes, you're the middle child, which means you're extra fun, you're really strong and you're really brave. And he looks at me and he goes, yeah, and I'm really crazy.
You said a little bit crazy. I'm a little bit crazy.
It's like, yes, you are.
He's a little bit crazy.
Oh, so that's not what I was going for. But yes, you are. I had a great laugh at that one.
What's your nay?
My nay this week, kids are terrible at sharing until they're sick and then it's all, they're experts at it. And I was vomiting all Sunday night because I had cleaned up their vomit the day before and lucky us. Anyway, my nay, I'm not going to go into detail on that. No one wants detail on that one.
That. That's lovely.
You've got a stomach of steel. It's not fair.
Where did it? The 1-year-old avoided it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was not a fun weekend. No. Well, thankfully we got through my yay, which was Bluey World. We went to Bluey's World.
Yes.
Saturday.
Yes, that we pre any vomit that.
And the 4-year-old vomited on the way home.
Yes. Is that the yay or the nay?
No, I was just putting it in context.
Oh, okay. Oh, in the timeline of our week.
Timeline of the weekend.
Oh, I was going to say.
Was sick after that.
I was going to say Bluey World's definitely the yay, but anyway, more on Bluey World later. We're going to take everyone through a proper walkthrough of Bluey World at the end. But oh my gosh, I think I loved it more than the kids did.
I walked through without visuals.
Yes,
you can't take photos.
They don't let you take photos and there's nothing out there to share. So we'll do our best. We'll do our best. If you've ever wondered what's in Bluey World, it's coming.
Kids' attention spans is my name.
What about them? We've talked about them a lot.
We put them on public transport and they were super excited. It lasted about 10 minutes and then they were bored. I was like, we go on a train? Known. Oh my God, we go on a train, yeah. Are we there yet? It's boring. What are we doing? The novelty wore off pretty quick.
I had to laugh at, we took them, like we did the full public transport experience to get down there to Bluey's World. And so that meant catching a train and then a bus and then a boat. And we caught the ferry. The ferry eventually got us there. And of all of them, I figured either the train or the boat would have been there. Woo, that was awesome. But they came off thinking that the bus was the best because the bus only lasted 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So they were like, cool, it's the bus, and then got off before it got boring.
It didn't lose the novelty. Yeah. So anyway, that was my
lots of fun. Well, this week follows on from 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago we did school fails and tales, and we had a teacher send in a story about not a teacher, a parent who'd been at parent-teacher interviews and seen
the druggo. The dude dropped off drugs for his
the mobster said thank you. Well, he was in
a gang.
Was like stoked that his kid was doing well, and so to say thank you, just dumped a bunch of drugs on her desk. I shared it and it's totally gone viral. If you found this podcast because of that video, welcome. But because of that, we've been sent a lot of teacher stories, both parent-teacher stories and teacher gift stories. So this is kind of like a culmination of those. So I haven't really called it school fails and tales, but
it's not really.
But
teachers and drugs.
Let's
call it teachers and drugs.
I had the thought. I was like, this is more of a teacher segment, but a lot of it is parent fails. Like as I'm reading through, I'm like, wow, a parent did that. Wow, a parent did that. So anyway, it's a bit of a confessional without the personal confession.
Yeah.
You read the first one, off you go.
At one of my parent conferences, the dad I was speaking to had tattoos all over his face. I started to explain his child's poor behavior and lack of progress, and he suddenly started blinking very slowly, obviously so I could read what was tattooed on his eyelids. It very clearly read, you, and I made the quick decision to end that interview.
Oh, man. What sort of school are you teaching at? Oh, my gosh.
Also, no wonder the kid's mucking up if that's his dad.
I guess that's why the teacher was like, interview done. I understand. Nothing we're doing at school is going to change this. No. Oh, wow. One Christmas, a student gifted me a thong. I was teaching much too young years for this to be from them. So either it was the parent being inappropriate or it was a mistake. And either way, I figured out the best way to deal with it was to forget it. Yeah. I don't think you want to.
It's either creepy or it's weird. I think it's both.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know how you accidentally gift that, but also I don't know what goes through a parent's mind to think that's an appropriate teacher gift.
Unless the 6-year-old just took one of mum's and was like,
I feel like
hey, miss, I got you a present.
I feel like the wrapping and everything would give that away though. Like,
it doesn't say it was wrapped.
Oh, all right. Come on, you read the next one. Oh, this was my favourite.
Probably just pull it out of his bag and went, here you go, miss. It's for you. A long time ago, back in 1998. Oh, long time ago.
Don't make me feel old.
I was 6. I had a child's parent accidentally donate a full shoebox of cannabis. It was kept for weeks on the art trolley. I kept asking my teacher's aide, can you smell dope? And would sniff the children in their bags to find it. Then one day went on a mission to sort through the recycling on the art trolley, and right down the bottom was a whole box of weed. Must have been there for weeks before I found it. My teacher's aide took it to the wheelie bin, but word got around pretty fast and someone had fished it out.
I wonder what the parents thought that were missing their box of weed.
They're probably too stoned to realise. They're probably like, oh, bro.
Well, no, not if they're missing the whole box.
I'll put it somewhere. Well, if they've got a whole box, they've probably got more.
I guess that's not something you go to school to ask for, like ask to get it back either.
Your turn.
A teacher friend of mine was having a parent-teacher interview. The mum said she had really enjoyed the worksheet they sent home with the gladiator on it. In fact, she liked it so much she got a tattoo of it. And with that, she whipped out her breast and showed the teacher.
Hang on. I think I missed something.
Well, obviously she had it tattooed on her boob.
The mum enjoyed the worksheet with the gladiator on it. And she got the gladiator tattooed on her boob.
And whipped it out at the parent-teacher interview to show the teacher. I mean, when I got sent this story, I was like, you can't even script this. Like, you could not. Some people see the stories we get sent and are like, nah, you made that up. And I'm like, you can't do that with these. I can't even.
I got nothing. That's a whole nother level of wow.
I told you, teachers have the best stories. We've been asking the wrong people this whole time. We need to do just a whole teacher podcast.
We need to do a mockumentary TV show on teachers, like The Office or Cloud Nine or whatever. Superstore.
Man.
In my first year of teaching, I got a business card from one of the parents in case I needed his services. He was a stripper. Someone else commented they had the same, but their job was to come to your house and host adult toy parties.
How awkward would that make you feel as a teacher, though? Like, what?
Well, the dad giving her the business card.
Yes.
In case they needed his services.
And he was a stripper.
Yeah.
What don't you get?
Is that him hitting on her?
Just him offering, like, if you need. I don't think it would be free.
Do you want me to give you a private lap dance?
I don't think so. I didn't read that into it.
Oh, okay. I'm like, that's creepy.
Yeah. Sounds like you're really creepy now too.
I'm not the stripper handing out business cards.
Well, it gets better. This teacher said, I had a parent gift me a pen with a QR code on it that linked to their OnlyFans account. I just can't believe that it was like they went to that much effort. How many pens are they handing out?
Why? Why?
You got to promote, I suppose. You can't do it on traditional socials, so.
But you're a kid's teacher? Like, the funniest gift I ever received was from my second grade class. They went to a lot of effort to put together a jar of mud and worms for me. It was so cute, but I didn't know what to do with it.
I think you'd have an easier time disposing of that than some of these drug gifts that we've had. You just put it back in the dirt.
Pull that in the garden.
But it is very cute. That's
That
a
is
wholesome
very cute.
one. We're finishing with a wholesome one.
That was not what I expected to end on. After the last several was strippers and OnlyFans. Dirty worms.
Oh, you're hilarious.
Anyway.
Well, with that, we are heading to the confessional. I still haven't come to terms with this. I took my daughter into the public toilets, and before I could stop her, she had scooted under the door to say hi to the person in the stall next to us. I yelled out sorry, but they had left very quickly and I had no way of finding out who it was. I never even considered that. Like, I can see how easily that would happen. I've had to take the kids into the stalls with me all the time. But usually they're touching things and being gross and saying embarrassing things out loud, like, Mummy, why are you doing a poo?
But she scooted under. To scoot under, you are sliding along the
I didn't even think about the
bathroom floor to get there.
Ew.
Still gross.
Oh.
And then you think of the other person when you're sitting there doing your business and then...
Yeah, you imagine going to the toilet and there's a little kid just being like, hi.
Hello. What's your name?
I mean, hats off to the parent for trying to say sorry. I think I would just stay in the bathroom for an extra 10 minutes making sure that the parent had left. Or the other person, you don't even know if it's a parent.
Yeah, no.
I'd be like, we're just going to make sure we
I can't believe this person went to go finding out who it was. I would be like... That's
probably the right thing to do. Like, they wanted to apologize and be like, they're a good person. I'd be so embarrassed. I'd be like, I don't want to see the light of day.
It's a lovely thing to do, but no. Hide your face. Don't let anyone ever know.
Yeah, we would have understood hiding.
I had my kids' teacher pull me aside at school pickup to help her understand my son's comment in class. They'd been talking about feeling safe, and my son had piped up that we keep him safe by locking him in the cupboard. And that is the story of how teaching my kids what we do for tornado warnings backfired.
Yeah, kids are terrible at telling full stories, hey?
It's just no context. My mum keeps me safe by locking me in a cupboard.
Also, they just can't keep a secret. Even this morning, Sam's mum picked the kids up.
First
thing out of the 6-year-old.
I vomited yesterday.
It wasn't even yesterday. It was 2 days ago. We were like, she's safe to be around.
And then Hartley vomited, and then Mummy vomited, and then we did it all the vomit, and then...
All right, we got one more sent in this week. Oh, no. I remember this one. I'm feeling bad for the mum already. My kid recently had to draw our family as animals at school. I've been breastfeeding her baby brother, and she drew me as a cow.
Moo.
Oh, just what you need for your mum's self-esteem, hey? What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
I can see your brain, like your filter. Okay, I should probably let you filter out the inappropriate.
Let's carry on.
I'd love to know. I should have asked. I didn't ask. I should have asked what other animals the rest of the family got. Like,
yeah, if she's the cow,
she's the cow.
Were they all cows? Or was it just...
It sounds, the reaction and the way they've sent this sounds like she was the cow and everyone else had nice
drew
animals.
me as a cow.
Yeah, everyone else got other nice animals, but...
Anyway, carry on.
Well, This week I do have parents in the news. So we're going to go through them quickly before... No.
Yes.
It's parent news.
Parent
okay.
news.
Also, slightly fun facts. It is news stories, but also slightly fun facts. So, you know how the road has lines that make noise when you drive on them?
Yes.
Okay, so they're called rumble strips, I believe. For nearly a whole kilometre or half a mile along the highway in the United Arab Emirates, the strip's sound now plays Ludwig van Beethoven's Ninth Symphony.
Oh, yes. I've seen that before.
It's not even the first of its kind. So, yes, you probably have seen it before. There are others apparently featured in Iran and Turkey as well. They've got these. Now, the reason I brought it to Parents News is, A, it was in the news. So I was like, cool, it counts. But 2, you know how much our kids love us driving on those? And they're always like, can you make the sound? Can you make the car make the... Could you imagine if it actually made a song? Like how annoying that would be? Being like, no, we can't do that. So, A, I feel bad for all the parents driving that. B, my parents had me believing that if the car drove on those, it would break the car. Apparently not. I went Googling because I was like, no, you can't. The car can't drive on those things. Apparently they can. And apparently that's a load of rubbish. And like you'd have to do it for a very long time at an extremely high speed for it to do any damage.
Correct.
My parents made out like if you even touch them, they like vibrate the car and the wheels are going out of alignment as you do it. And like the way that they reacted.
No, that's just when you hit the curbs.
I do that too.
Yeah.
But so now I've been reacting like that to our kids, making them think that it's so terrible and you absolutely cannot drive on it. Well, anyway, that was
Did you watch the video of it?
Yeah, it's like
yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. And all you could do is it's the size of the bumps and how close they are together, and yeah, it's clever. Very clever.
See, I told you like my parent news. Yeah. Next one. So we actually have friends who have one of these. So you've seen the hyper realistic dolls that look like the real life dolls.
Where people put in like real hair and things, and
they're called like
creepy.
the born again.
Yeah, and it's like psychotic. Yes.
Yeah. So get ready, you'll love this. In Brazil this year, they have gone absolutely viral crazy to the point that there has been more than 30 bills introduced into their government concerning the reborn dolls. And in June, in June, it reached a disturbing peak where a man slapped a 4-month-old baby on the head just out in public, claiming he had mistaken it for one of the dolls. The baby was thankfully okay. But that's a thing.
I don't get it.
They just got obsessed with them. People thought they were cool, started collecting them. It became viral.
It just became everywhere.
Everywhere, everyone.
And now Brazil's being like, all right, psychos, calm down.
So the bills include stopping people from using them to claim priorities and queues, and stopping them from receiving public health care. Which I'm like, how does that even, how did this have to go into government? To help us understand, I did because I was as confused as you are, I did read some subsequent stories. It sounds like one side of the government is in a lot of controversy and a lot of trouble and has been filling the government, introducing all these bills to distract from their controversy. They're like, if we can just focus on,
okay.
They haven't created the viral, the viral situation is its own thing. People are obsessed, but they're like, let's just fill the parliament with this so that no one looks at what we've been doing. So we went to Bluey World this week. And we're going to talk you through a tiny bit of it now, but we are going to do a special where we break it down into a little bit more detail and what each room had and all of the show.
It was a lot.
It was, oh my gosh, it was so good. I was obsessed from the moment we got the ears to the moment we went through the house. You couldn't share photos, which makes it really hard, but everything we can share, we will, including photos right up until and after. Do you want to run us through the house? Tell everyone what it was.
Well, you walk through, you got the front of the house, you get a photo, wait for the queue. You go in to the lounge room into the blanket fort. Mm-hmm. Blanket fort into...
It's like a full cubby collapse into...
the bedroom house, except it doesn't collapse.
And it's all fully life-size. I was so impressed.
Bedroom... And then you go from the bedroom into the cupboard, which is like a Chattermax dance room.
Yeah, with the disco light up square. So much energy in there.
And then you go from there into the kitchen lounge room. And then from there you go to the backyard, out the door into the backyard. Backyard, you do keep you up in play and run around. And then from there it's the start of the unwind, where you go into the creek with interactive projection floors and all sorts of stuff. And then from there into the star room, the star dome room.
Mm-hmm. How they're sad that they haven't found Bluey and Bingo yet.
What to do when you're feeling sad and blah, blah, blah. And then from there you walk out, you find Bluey and Bingo. You unfreeze them and then get a photo and then they kick you out.
Yeah. Into Alfie's gift shop.
But out of the house.
But the premise of the show is in the first room, in the lounge room, you meet Tony the gnome. The gnome comes to life and he wants to meet Bluey and Bingo. And so it takes you through the house looking for them, and partway through Unicorse freezes them.
Tricks you into freezing them, and then you have to search for them and unfreeze them.
Yeah, it's really cool. There is so much detail. So we will do an extra episode of all the little bits and details and bits of the show. And I mean, we just recorded it and we went into so much detail. We were like, let's do a special episode for this.
Just because it's too long to put in an episode. So it's going to be an extra episode.
But you can follow us on socials because you couldn't take photos inside, but right up until you did and straight after, there was still a lot of stuff that we could share. So make sure you follow us and we will share all of that and all of the behind the scenes and answering a lot of questions that parents sent about costs and what did the kids like, things like that. So make sure you follow us on socials. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you like it. Wherever you are listening, show us some love. It really, really makes our day when we see that parents are getting a kick out of it. And make sure you're following us for the stories next week and come back next week for a new episode.
Bye.